Pharaoh,
scythe,
Sphinx, scythe,
sword, water, sword, sun.
Do you know what I think about it? Yeah, right. Oh, right. Brilliant. I'm starving. Yeah. How many of my people
Yeah, that's right.
need to die in order that I get wealthier?
That's right.
And again, say what you like about the Windsors. Do you think they made love to the rhythm of the oars? She must have. That's really James Bond. Something James Bond would do.
I'm so rich.
Yeah.
I can drink gold.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 30. Yes, 30, the big 30 of Bloomin Legends. I'm Johnny Vaughan. This is Gavin Woods. You right there, Gav?
Really good, Johnny.
Happy birthday to us.
Thank you very much, and happy birthday to us.
Yeah, happy birthday to us.
30 years old.
Well, do you know, they're so delighted with us here at Global HQ in the heart of London's West End. We're situated in Leicester Square, though that doesn't make a difference because we are, would you believe, a lot of people text us in and write in and go to bloominlegends@global.com, which is our email address, to say, where's the show? Where are you guys?
Yeah.
We are, would you believe, 4 floors underground.
Yes.
In this weird sort of, our building goes 4 floors up, and the bit we're in at the moment was a deep air raid shelter in World War II, and actually connects up to Leicester Square Tube. I don't know. There are doorways that
There's
will
tunnels.
take you there.
We're like the Radio Pentagon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is where broadcasters during the war would have literally spoken to you if we'd been taken over by the Nazis.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now.
Yes.
So
much history there, isn't there?
There is so much history here. Yeah. It's quite weird. But they've gutted the place, and now there's about 30. I'd say 30, maybe more, podcast studios where various podcasters are.
That's right. Well, we need a different one every episode, obviously.
Podcasting away.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is our favourite. It's 102B, and we like it here, don't we, Gav?
We do. We feel at home.
To celebrate 30 years, and this is an incredible thing that Global have done, which is our parent company, if you will. They've given us our own YouTube channel, which you are now watching us on.
Happy first day of our YouTube channel.
This is our own. We were on Radio X's, where millions of you have been going. But now our millions of loyal fans can find us right here on our very own YouTube channel. So please comment. Just
loads of comments.
Yeah, comment.
Get furious about things.
What we'd really like you to do especially is be inspired.
Yes.
We want your Bloomin' Legendary moments. That's what we really want. The Bloomin' Legends in your own life. Bloomin' Legendary things you've seen. Bloomin' Legendary things you've done. We'll decide if they are Bloomin' Legendary or just legendary, but let's be hopeful at the start.
Absolutely. And if you want to nominate a legend you'd like us to cover.
Absolutely right.
If we haven't covered them, we'll look at it. Yeah.
Absolutely right, Gavin. So it is Bloomin' Legend, episode 30. Gav, who have we got? I know it's a big one you've pulled out today.
This is a huge one, Johnny.
Okay.
Today's Bloomin' Legend.
Go on, wait a second. Bloomin' Legend number 30 is
Cleopatra.
Oh, Cleopatra.
Yeah, the 90s girl group.
Right. Yeah. Coming at you from Birmingham.
Coming at you.
Coming at you.
Yes. Yeah. No, obviously Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt.
Yeah. I bet you if we say whatever happened to Cleopatra, do you know what I bet will happen in the comments?
What?
Someone says, no, we've got a new single coming out.
That's right.
They never retire.
No, they've been going for years.
I've tried this before.
No, they've got their own cruise ship now.
Any time you say, I wonder what happened to them, they are still going, believe me.
Always.
It's one of the most annoying things when you're dealing with any musicians who were of an era or had a big hit there.
Yeah.
Any time you say, we don't hear so much from them, someone will always pipe up. What are you talking about? They've got a new album out. It's massive. Right. You're thinking, well, how come if it's so massive?
It's massive to you.
But how come? No, they're huge.
Still going strong. No.
They played Kentish Town the other
Nothing's
day.
changed.
Yes, they used to play the O2.
That's right.
But they played Kentish Town, and that's their one gig. No, they'll probably do one in Scotland.
Right. Absolutely right. Anyway, Cleopatra VII.
Right.
She was the 7th Cleopatra.
Was she?
Of the Ptolemaic dynasty.
Well, it's interesting because what people don't realise about the Ptolemaic dynasty is when
Well, they were Greeks for a start.
They were Greeks. So
Yes.
originally, Alexander the Great
Yes.
conquered Egypt
Right.
in the 4th century BC, which is 300 and something.
Yes.
So he's conquered it.
Right.
He's made it Greek.
Yes.
But obviously, when Alexander went and fell, they all started disputing. And
regional rulers, the
regional
usual
rulers,
stuff.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
ended up that one of his most trusted generals,
Ptolemy, yeah.
Ptolemy,
Yeah.
he ended up with Egypt.
Right, that
And
was
it's
his
decision.
area, right.
So Cleopatra.
And that ran for 300 years,
Yes.
right the way to Cleopatra. She was
Right.
the final one.
What's weird is people don't realise this about the Ptolemaic dynasty in which is they're invaders. They're not Egyptian.
None of them spoke Egyptian
No.
except Cleopatra.
Except
she was
Cleopatra.
the first, yeah.
So they're Hellenistic. But what people don't realise about that is that is the longest dynasty in Egyptian history.
Is it?
Yes.
Even their own...
Yes. No, none of
Dynasty, there wasn't
their
another
dynasties
Wow.
went on as long
I never
as
knew
Alexander, as the one Alexander the Great
Yes.
effectively established
Wow.
in Egypt. None
Well,
of them.
And also I found out there were between 20 and 30
Yes.
Alexandrias
Yes.
around the empire.
Yeah, but the capital of Egypt was Alexandria, named
absolutely.
after Alexander the Great. Yeah, but so she's Greek.
Yes.
Is all I wanted to
Yes,
say.
she is. Yeah,
she's
yeah.
very much Greek.
That's right, yeah,
but when it's Antony and Cleopatra, and Julius Caesar goes there, they're Roman. That's all I'm going to say.
Absolutely right.
Don't muddle the two.
No, don't. And the quick bio, the last pharaoh of Egypt she was, one of history's most legendary rulers, fluent in 9 languages,
9.
politically ruthless,
Hang on, wait a second.
theatrically brilliant, and she kept Egypt independent while Rome devoured other bits of the Mediterranean.
Right.
She was born in 69 BC in Alexandria,
Okay.
Egypt, into the Greek-descended Ptolemaic dynasty. She was raised amid palace intrigue. No ruler ever wasn't. They all were.
Yeah.
She was. The Ptolemies were famous for backstabbing,
Were they?
sibling rivalry,
Yeah, but not all
and the
royals.
occasional poisoning. Literally, all rulers
So,
were.
so they're
yeah.
nothing like our Windsor family today.
Well, interestingly, yes, because our own. Like you say, none of them spoke Egyptian.
Yeah.
Neither did our royal family.
No,
when
they
when
spoke
first-
just German.
That's right.
Yeah.
And a bit of Greek.
Yeah.
Ironically.
I think Queen Victoria refused to speak English.
Did she?
I think she could only speak German. That's why there's no recordings of her. They have recordings, but she died in 1901. But there's nothing, because literally, if she did, it was like, "Und ist da!" They're all like that, weren't they? They really covered it up. But
So go on, yeah.
what's amazing is all these royal families are full of intrigue and backstabbing.
They literally all of them. Yeah,
But what's amazing is we think, because our own seem powerless and are just figureheads.
Yes.
And also because we read about the intrigue and it's so tabloidy.
Right.
But look at it historically. Yeah, look at Charles and look at the rumours about Diana and how she met her end.
Right,
It's
yeah.
so medieval.
It really
and
is.
then the sort of rumours about Harry, and then he's not speaking.
And the breaking of houses.
Yes, and he's not
things.
speaking
Yeah,
to his
yeah,
son,
yeah.
and he's now gone to a land far away with an
Yes, they always
American,
have to go far
with an
away.
American princess,
That's right.
while the kingdom is now left for his brother alone, who
Right.
will not speak to him.
Yes,
and
yes.
then this stepmother has come in, ha ha,
And the other troublesome brother.
and the other
And
troublesome,
all this
the
stuff.
troublesome
It's very
brother.
similar.
Yeah, and then there's this duke who is in disgrace.
That's right, yeah,
you
it's
know,
all very
because of his
similar.
proclivities. And it's so.
Oh, it's
And
the
also,
same.
and also, he sold his castle that the Queen gave to him as part of a wedding present to this wife, and he sold it for a fortune. And there's doubts about where the money went. What I'm saying is that.
And he'd formed alliances with them.
Yes.
With leaders in the Middle East.
Right.
I mean, it's
God,
so
it's even
similar.
better.
It's
Yeah,
just
he's
the
formed
lines.
alliances with a Chinese spy.
That's right.
Who was in the court.
That's
I tell you what, this lot. They're more
Nothing
medieval. They're
was-
certainly more medieval than the Victorians.
Oh,
were,
it was
you know.
more
They
orderly
made them look-
before,
The
yeah.
Windsors make that look like amateurs.
Yeah, because there was a long period where our the British monarchs were just
Yeah.
like, right, you're next.
Yes.
There wasn't so much
Yeah.
killing. So, coin portraits of
Yes.
Cleopatra show a facial expression, as it's described here, of being alive rather than beautiful.
Okay.
Now, we've got a couple in front of us
Let's
here.
have a look.
Those two are quite similar to each other, the ones we're looking at. And they show her, first of all, she hasn't got the 60s Chanel bob.
No.
Which I assume was a historical accuracy.
Yeah. She looks like she's got cornrows.
Yes, curly hair, quite a pronounced nose.
But
and,
Greek.
And Greek looking.
But
and
definitely
obviously,
Greek looking, yeah.
the mouth is open. So it's like she's quite sort of animated
Yes.
and huge eyes.
But she would have looked nothing like that.
Well, that's what I wonder, because it's not very flattering.
I once saw our Queen.
Yes.
Outside a museum.
Oh, in the flesh, yes.
In the
you
flesh.
Did. Yeah.
And she looked nothing like she did on the stamps.
QED.
Yeah.
QED.
No, but she didn't. I had coins on me, I was looking, I was sort of going like that. And nothing at all.
She was tiny, wasn't she?
But it must have been odd, I often think, for Prince Philip.
Mm.
When he was tiptoeing in from one of his many dalliances, and he's tiptoeing in, he's just peeked in to see if his wife's asleep, and there she is on the bed, just looking exactly like a coin.
Side
Must
on.
be crazy. Must be really weird for him. She's literally out like a stamp.
But as he sneaks in the passage at Buckingham Palace, there'd be a giant portrait of her looking at him somewhere.
I mean, when you look at the Queen and now you look at King Charles, it's weird. If you see them side on, you could actually say, if he says, "How do I look, dear?" you could actually say to him, "Fucking minted." Literally minted.
Absolutely right. So, as you said, Johnny, she spoke Greek. That was her family language. She governed Egypt as a Greek monarch, her family refused to learn the native Egyptian language. She was the first. We're already at her first Bloomin Legend moment, Johnny.
Okay.
She could speak between 9 and 10 languages.
Bloomin Legend.
That is pretty legendary. I like the idea of speaking lots of languages. I think of it as a superpower.
Okay.
Well,
right.
she spoke Ethiopian, Hebrew, Arabic, whatever the Syrian language at the time was, Median, Parthian.
Yes.
I think some of these must be related
No,
to each other.
some of them will be related, but Parthian, I think that's like being able to speak like Welsh.
And she also apparently could speak Latin, which you'd imagine that.
Yeah. Do we know what those languages sounded like?
I have no idea. That's a very good question.
Do you think when they did it just went dog man, cat man, snake, dog, snake person, dog person, snake person, dog, dog, snake person, man with line, man with shears, sunshine, moon man, half man, half cat man, cat man.
Water, sun.
Goes,
yeah.
When? What, tomorrow?
I think you're right, but with a Scouse accent.
Yes.
Because we don't know they didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't know they didn't.
Yeah. Moon man, cat person, panther man, tiger man, lion man, rhino man. Pharaoh, scythe. Sphinx, scythe.
Sword, water, sword, sun.
Do you know what I think about it? Yeah, right. Oh, right. Brilliant. I'm starving. Yeah. Do you
What
think,
time?
Yeah. Do you think that that those hieroglyphs are just emojis?
Well, they certainly are proto-emojis, aren't they?
It's meant to be, because everyone then there spoke all these different languages.
And there probably wasn't a common written language.
Right, there wasn't a common written language. So
they would have had number systems for the market and stuff.
So what they're translating is not a language at all.
No, it's just a broad overview.
Yeah, that's what I know. They've got the Rosetta Stone.
It's the storybook.
It's Rosetta Stone, which helps you translate what they all mean.
Yeah.
But apparently, once they did that, what they're saying is, it just says what the picture is. Isn't it? But they're just, I can see that. It's like you looking at.
Oh, it took me 10 minutes. This is my lecture at Cambridge.
Yeah, but it's like if I sent you a message purely in emojis and you went.
Turns out.
He says he's planning on flying on holiday somewhere hot. He's in a good mood about
his
it,
cat.
and he says, "Bring a cowboy hat and wear your sunglasses." What do you want to know?
Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah. And there's a fucking great tick at the end, meaning. And he's got a thumbs up.
And
He's got thumbs up, thumbs down, question mark.
All the students are like, oh, right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
And then someone sends back that. And he's agreeing.
Amazing.
Yes, he'd like to come on holiday. And they've got some person translating it, acting really smart. But,
How many languages we're being asked do you really need to learn in life? I would have said English, Spanish, Mandarin, and you're covered. You could be a spy easily.
Well, they reckon.
The Spanish covers your Italian.
MI6 5, isn't it?
Is
got
it
5? Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's got to be 5. Yeah.
It's good to have the Cyrillic, like Greek,
I shouldn't perhaps say that.
Russian or Chinese or Japanese. You need those languages now. Don't
I
you?
pretty well would say that anyone who's been to university and studied Russian is a spy.
Must be.
It's not hard to
Why
work
else
out.
do you do that?
It's not hard to work out. I mean, now you need, but basically, he studied Russian, Latin. He studied.
But find
what do they call those languages? The Cyrillic languages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Find the one who knows Russian.
Yeah.
I mean,
no. Basically, if you studied Russian, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's not even any point pretending.
That's right.
It couldn't have been that hard.
No.
During the Cold War.
No, really
so lots
easy
of
to-
things like, so we go, who do you think is spying on us?
Well, there are 27 Russian students of Russian
we
in Oxford.
we got about, at each university, you got about 6 kids studying
Speak
Russian.
to all of them.
Yeah, take your choice. Yeah. I can tell you now, it'll be the one that's been to Eton and Oxford.
Every time.
Yeah.
And visited Cairo
It'll be
in the
Eton,
past.
Oxbridge, or Durham.
And lots of foreign travel.
Yeah, right.
If his dad's a journalist in Hong Kong, he's going to be a spy.
Yeah, and if he says...
He's a foreign correspondent.
Right.
So we come to 51 BC. She's now 18 years old. She becomes co-ruler of Egypt, along with her 10-year-old brother.
Wow.
How annoying is that?
Not that annoying.
What?
Because he's
Why, him
probably...
going, mine.
No,
It's
because
mine.
he's not going to be like Joffrey. At that age...
This is Ptolemy the 13th.
Yes,
brother,
but Ptolemy the 13th, lucky for Ptolemy, he's already at that age. He's probably just happy just to be an idiot.
No, but wait.
Okay, is he a
But
shit?
wait, so-
Is he a little shit?
They got married in a nod to Egyptian tradition. What, you married your brother?
They were very inbred.
Were
I think
they?
This is why a lot of them are dying.
This is proper, I guess, proper dynasty making.
Yes.
They literally keep it right in the family.
He married his sister, did he?
And they obviously didn't have a parent because her father had died. She succeeded him. There's no parent to go and sort this out between the siblings.
You see, that's one thing the Windsors.
They've overlooked that
So
one.
what you like about the Windsors at the moment. But none of them's ever rolled up and gone, this is my wife. And pointed to a 10-year-old sister.
It wouldn't go
For
down.
all
much.
their excesses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They knew enough not to try that one. They knew enough.
They haven't got to that yet, Gav.
They're not that. They don't have that much confidence.
Yeah, right.
PR
So what you like
wise.
about the Windsors? Yeah, they bang
Then
on.
you just steer clear
They
from
bang
that
on
one,
about
yeah.
Cleopatra. What with a 10-year-old brother who she married?
Well, this next line, Johnny, won't surprise you. Things went downhill fast.
I bet they did. What happened?
Her advisors clash with his, so now you've already got a clash. 10-year-old brother, 18-year-old sister. Cleopatra has to leg it. She goes to Syria into exile, and in 48 BC, Julius Caesar enters the chat.
Yes, 48 BC. So he's failed with 2 invasions of England at this time.
Has he?
Yeah,
Right.
55 and 54.
Yes, okay.
He tried twice.
Right.
So he's had failure there. So
And he's got his eye on bits of the Greek Empire, obviously.
so 48. God, he travels fast.
Yeah.
So 48. 48, he's looking to get a victory somewhere or do something.
It looks that way,
Okay,
doesn't it?
so what does he
It looks
do?
that way. So in 48 BC, Cleopatra rallies an army, this to deal with her brother, while she's in Syria. They're always having to go to another country and raise an army. And makes a move to return to Egypt, but while
Because you've got to promise them things.
Absolutely.
But what's in it for us?
Well, when we get there,
No, but also-
there's loads of gold and rubies.
It's
Don't
not
worry.
like the leader you're going to is going to make any sacrifices of his own.
None.
It's like, how many of my people
Yeah, that's right. No,
need
no.
to die
That's
in order
right.
that I get wealthier?
That's
And again, say what you like about the Windsors.
They didn't fall into that trap.
Although
either.
the Duchy of Cornwall, you'd have to say the
He
Corn-
kind of just took
the
that.
Cornish
didn't he?
should beg to differ. Yeah, right.
absolutely. So this is in 48 BC, as you say. Caesar's just messed up Britain twice. So he now rallies an army. Cleopatra's rallying her army in Syria. But while this is happening, Julius Caesar arrives in Alexandria, in Egypt,
Which is the capital.
to call on the siblings to disband their forces and reconcile with each other. So at the beginning, he's trying to get them to make up.
Okay.
As he'd expect, they'd already both decided, no, I want to be the only
I want to be
ruler.
the only guy. Even the 10-year-old, or is he a bit
Yes.
older now?
Well, this is now he's 13 by
He's
here.
30.
So
tricky age, isn't it?
this is
Tricky age.
3 years later.
Yeah.
So I keep having to remember that the BC number gets smaller and smaller. So
Yeah.
Cleopatra then turns to Caesar.
It does, but incidentally, when I first started, when I studied ancient history,
Yeah.
but I have 2 A levels in it.
2.
Yes, I've got 2, yeah, Roman and Greek.
Oh,
but Gavin, what it takes a while to get your head round is that, like, if you're looking at the great periods of Athenian democracy, whatever, and they're saying everyone's, well, that bit of the Confederacy is 479 to 445. It's the golden era of Pericles.
And you've got to read it backwards.
And you're thinking 479 to 445. What?
Yeah, that's right.
But once you get
and then
the
you got to do
knack
the
of-
maths.
Well,
then
once,
it's like-
but Gav, once you spent enough time with your head in Thucydides and Herodotus, and you're doing your chronologies, I find it harder to do it the way round we do it.
well, Cleopatra's got something Ptolemy doesn't have.
What?
Her wiles and her
Yes.
beauty.
Yes.
So we're at Bloomin Legend number 2, Johnny.
Okay.
This is the moment where we realise she's the one that's going to get Caesar on board.
Okay.
Because originally her plan was to send emissaries to meet with Caesar and gain his support to remove her brother. But she hears that Caesar was inclined to having affairs with women.
Was he?
So she changes her plan and sends herself. She backs herself to seal the deal. This is when she was supposedly famously rolled herself up in a rug or some bedding and delivered to Julius Caesar. When the rug is unfurled, out she pops.
Is that true?
Dazzling and witty and ready to make her case.
Is that true?
Apparently, yes. Because she's obviously going to seduce him. Because it works. Caesar falls in love with her. They become lovers. He backs her politically. Together they defeat her brother's forces after Caesar calls in reinforcements.
Of course he does.
Ptolemy flees over the Nile by boat, capsizes, drowns, and Cleopatra is reinstated as queen of Egypt.
See, I never believe that anyone senior actually dies in battle.
Do you think they exile?
Yes.
They sort of do,
No,
don't
they just get killed on the cross. They sort of say, come on, we'll do it. We'll say you died heroically.
I always wonder that with big cartel bosses and mafia bosses.
Yes.
I mean, some of them do get shot.
They do,
Usually by their own capo.
No, they do get... but they might get shot.
There must be one somewhere who was allowed to go and live on an island.
You see, I don't believe for a second El Chapo is in that high-security prison.
Right, yeah.
There's no way. Not the secrets he knows.
No. No one can afford for him to
believe
be there.
the things we see on Netflix.
Right, yeah.
He was like, all that, like they were doing stuff with the CIA and doing stuff with them. Look, just keep quiet in court.
Right.
We'll take your contacts.
Yeah.
You get to live out your...
I mean, before they even get to the prison, they've already built another prison under it.
Yes, right. I just don't believe any of them.
No.
Not with that kind of cash and connections.
No.
Go on. Just
too much cash. Yeah, just keep throwing cash at it.
I mean, that's if Netflix is true.
That's right. So Cleopatra and Caesar, that's a serious historic power couple.
It really
isn't
is.
it? I mean, I can't think of many. Yeah. William and Mary? He was a Dutch king,
more like sort of Kanye and Kim.
What, Posh and Beck?
Yes. Posh, no, I'd say Kanye and Kim much. Yeah, Posh and Beck.
It's two empires have to come together, don't they?
Yes.
That's the thing. Because what we've never seen...
I can't think of... Oh, no. It's like Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
It is, but we don't get it with world leaders. What we need is a same-sex couple.
Yeah.
We need, like, Putin and Xi to become, like, to live together.
No, but also... They're not because it's anything sexual.
No, but just a power couple.
It's political.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's known they both see women on the side.
That's right, but they adopt children together.
Yes, for tax reasons.
Domiciles.
Yeah, and for tax reasons, Putin marries.
No. This house is in my husband's name.
Yeah, we could get assassinated for this. But I'm very sad again with the Windsors that neither of the boys, William and Harry, they both went for Kate's superb, obviously.
Sure.
But they could have. They had everyone at their disposal. They could have really gone with an Aristo there.
Absolutely, yeah.
They could have done us a real favour to keep the peace.
Yeah, even
with like a Swede or a Dutch one or one of those Danish ones.
Interesting. Yes. Yeah. Even
Jordan.
Is it Brooklyn Beckham? Even he married an heiress.
Yes.
But she was American. But it's
they both married people. One's got a travel company. The other one's an out of work actress. No, but it's pathetic. It's pathetic. They brought nothing to the table. In the old days, the dowry that they'd have to have brought. I mean, what are the Middletons going to bring as a dowry?
Yeah, you can't.
Free travel.
No, that's not going to
happen.
Like
a marquee hire for
that's
don't they organise weddings or something?
That's right.
I can't remember.
A party supplies.
Party planning. What are they going to? I bet they can't even contribute when it comes to a reception for the wedding.
It's not going to work, is it?
They're not going to be able to entertain 20,000 guests, are they?
Well, the main thing is land. You have to represent thousands of square miles of land.
The Windsor should have just turned around to her and said, "What is in it for us?" We know she's going to get the title.
Yeah.
But what's she bringing to the party?
Exactly.
And it's not Thomas, I can tell you that.
No, it's not.
You're going to be asked to turn up to the wedding.
So in 47 BC, they have a child. Cleopatra and Julius Caesar have Ptolemy the 15th Caesar, nicknamed Caesarion, claimed to be Caesar's son.
Yes.
There is a rumour that this is where we get the Caesarian section from, but apparently it's not true.
What, Julius Caesar was the first Caesarian?
Well, they say that, but no. Apparently Caesarian, the medical use of that, is a corruption of a different word like kaidares or something. That means born a procedure after the mother has passed, where they try to...
I thought Caesarian was there because Julius Caesar was like the first ever
that's what I
child to be...
born of
ripped untimely from his mother's womb.
That's right,
That's Macbeth, isn't it?
Anyway, it is believed they romantically cruised up and down the Nile on their pleasure barge.
Right.
She had a pleasure barge.
Wow.
Listen to
Well,
how-
you'd hope so.
Well, you'd think. What do we think was on the barge? First of all, check out the dimensions. 90 metres long. 300 foot long, that is. That's huge.
Is it rowed or so?
I'm not sure. Well,
think
in
those
those days, just get another 500 oarsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't worry about power.
Do you think they made love to the rhythm of the oars?
They must.
She must have done. That's really James Bond. Something James Bond would do. In any of Fleming's book.
Wake the oarsmen up. Wake the oarsmen up.
In! Oh! In! But
Heave!
Do you think as they went on it was battle speed, boom, 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 ramming speed, boom, boom, boom. Imagine that. Suddenly the whoever that rhythm guy is, well, the Cox.
Could you ask them to slow down for a bit?
Yeah, easy.
Caesar's getting tired.
Sort of.
She's gone on top now.
Yes.
Change the rhythm.
Stop! I'm taking a pause.
He needs some water.
No, but do you think all the crew down, all the slaves down there are going, they start to go, down oars! Like that, and you go, and they just hear, really intimate. And someone going, can you hear them? Do you think her captain and stuff are going, oh, look at them down there. Oh, that's lovely, that is.
They're
Not
so,
them.
they're so in love.
I don't know why.
Why are they Cockneys?
Oh, they're so in love, aren't they? Did you see that? Did you see the look on that Caesar this morning when he come up?
Oh, they're so in love,
Oh,
aren't they?
man, they must have had a
they're
terrific night.
Glowing.
They reckon up on
Glowing.
the. They reckon up in the. They reckon the oarsmen down the other end. They could hear them until the small hours. They reckon they were still going. They reckon they were still going.
They've been rowing all night.
Literally 2 bells before sunset. They reckon they were still going.
So,
Do you see the look on his face? Like the cat who got the queen.
90 metres long, 24 metres tall.
Wow.
That's like 4 stories or something.
That's a house on the
It's
water.
huge.
It's a palace.
That's 70 feet
Yes.
tall. Absolutely massive. It had dining rooms, staterooms, shrines, and promenades.
Yeah.
It resembled a floating villa.
Wow.
Wow.
So
You've
it's
got
a
to remember
super
as well, being a Greek empire, the architecture was Greek.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
But also a big yacht, you know. We have a for to sail. We have
Lots of bedrooms.
a big super yacht.
Unbelievable.
Go down the Nile for Alexander for to sail with Cleopatra.
Can you imagine rowing down the Nile? Really easy downstream. But then they turn around.
Yeah.
Now you've got to row all
Christ.
the way back.
Oh no!
No, they got way. I want us going all the way back up towards where.
no. They wants to go round again.
Yeah.
They're going round again, lads.
Wake the other lot up.
Yeah, wait, yeah, well,
Wait.
yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's fine going down that way. Isn't it?
Really tiring. We need more. Go faster. We're
But
not
also,
moving.
You've got
We're
to get a
literally
certain speed, else you really aren't moving.
not moving at all.
At all,
I'm really heaving, and the barge is staying dead
We've
still.
gone nowhere.
It's been a week. And
Yeah.
then-
90-metre yacht.
That must have weighed
Massive, yeah,
tons.
yeah, right.
There's no varnish.
And I bet, well, if you had
the wood's
if you had
getting
the
all
wind going
heavy.
upstream, you'd be all right. But,
Yeah, they must have had sails as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
They must have.
yeah.
She then visits Rome with
Right.
Caesar and stays in his villa, much to the outrage of all the other Roman matrons.
Yes, I bet.
Look at her there.
With his Greek
And
fancy woman.
with her stuck-up airs,
Yeah.
wearing onyx with her skin.
Yeah, right. So he's got his...
Yeah, he's taken her back to the
Yeah,
villa
yeah.
in Rome,
Yeah.
and it's irritated all
Yeah,
the Roman
yeah.
women.
I bet it would have irritated all the Greeks as well.
Oh, I'm sure
The
it
Greeks,
would.
yeah. They wouldn't have liked that.
But then, of course, Caesar is assassinated, and she's there. So
Yeah.
she has to leg it. She's lost the power of having him as an ally.
Right.
And she begins searching for a new powerful Roman
Right,
ally,
right.
which we all know is going to be Mark Antony.
Okay.
But, so can you quickly explain what exactly happens in Rome just after Caesar is killed? What is the little shuffle? What happens?
Oh, do you know what? I only know from Shakespeare, Gav.
Is that right? Because
Yes.
I only know.
So
from
they
Shakespeare.
assassinate him. Brutus gets up, as the head of the assassins.
Right.
Well, Cassius is behind.
Is there like a little interim, like a what they call an
Well,
interim manager in a football club?
Caesar, if memory serves correct, is the first Caesar because before that there is a triumvirate.
Right. Okay.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, and all the other Caesars are
Governor-
after
go-
Julius.
go-
Yeah.
governor- So Caesar comes from him,
Right.
from where we get the word Tsar
And Kaiser.
and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
that emperor. So Caesar started off in a triumvirate with Pompey and Crassus.
Crassus, yes.
Yeah, and then they warred, they each had armies, and he ended up, there can be only one.
He's the one on the throne.
Which is often the way with triumvirates. But then again, their empire wasn't as big as the one that Mark Antony...
Right, because it's spreading and spreading.
And the lads got once they'd killed Caesar, because Julius Caesar was a big empire
He was the expander.
Yeah, he was an expander. Yeah,
right,
he really
I've
was.
got you.
So that's the guy Cleopatra's with.
So she's lost Caesar. Mark Antony becomes the heir. As Caesar's personal heir, Octavian, was too sickly to take over. They form a three-way dictatorship with Lepidus.
Yeah.
Mark Antony takes the Eastern Roman territories, including Egypt. So that's why Mark Antony's relevant to Cleopatra.
Yeah, he's kicking. It's his manner.
That's right.
Okay.
So Cleopatra.
So this is why we get the Mark Antony and Cleopatra love story.
Absolutely
but
right.
It's his old boss's missus.
That's right. So 3 years after Caesar is assassinated.
So 441.
We're now in 41 BC.
Yeah.
Mark Antony. Cleopatra sails to meet Mark Antony. You notice she's meeting him in person again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Who is now the ruler of that part of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And she does it in full theatrical flair. This is her next...
She hasn't bought out the 90-metre yacht again.
Well, this is her next Bloomin Legend moment.
Okay.
She sails on a golden barge to flirt with her new man. So she's now using the barge itself.
Yes.
It's a golden barge dressed as Isis, the goddess Isis, and her sails scented with perfume.
Wow.
She even perfumed the sails.
Wow.
She has her staff dressed as cupids, and it leaves Antony utterly bewitched.
I bet it does. Crikey.
I wonder if...
He must have been there just like, crikey.
I must have her.
Yes. He did.
No, I know he did. They become lovers, forming another one of history's most famous and disastrous romances.
Why disastrous?
Well, because you'll see what comes after that. I wonder also, is she slipping something into their drinks?
Yes.
Has she got a little bit of opium?
No, or just...
Because they're all thinking, I just feel great when I'm with her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but it's about... It's like Kim Kardashian, Gav.
Uh-huh.
You look at old photos.
Yes.
Grooming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grooming. I'm not saying...
paving the way for the seduction.
There's something about someone who's so well turned out.
Right.
And in that finery.
Yeah, she's pre-sold herself
If we imagine they're like the Kardashians, they're in such great nick.
Yes, that's what it is.
The whole Santé.
Everything's perfect.
You know,
that's right.
From the décolletage to the eye makeup.
The hair,
there's a lot you can do, you know.
Absolutely. So they return to Egypt now that he's in love, leaving Mark Antony's wife behind.
Right.
Where Antony...
he's got a missus.
Oh, yeah. And this is where Antony declares Cleopatra as an independent leader. And they live a life worshipping Dionysus, the Greek god of wine, festivity, religious ecstasy, madness, vegetation, and theatre.
Well, yeah.
Of all the things.
No, because it's the same as a Roman god. All the Roman gods.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bacchus, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it the same as Dionysus? Yes. Right, there you go. So,
I think so, but they've all got
two names. Yeah,
it's like a relative minor.
It is.
It's the same thing.
It's very similar.
It's like C major is A minor. Right,
similar.
yeah, same thing, yeah.
Cleopatra's obviously...
Zeus is Jupiter.
Right. Cleopatra's obviously now wealthy again, and to prove this, she starts showing off. Someone claims she couldn't have the most expensive dinner party, so in response, she dissolves pearls in vinegar so that they can be drunk at a party.
No!
Isn't that amazing?
The drinking pearls.
Pearls.
Gav, the
which
health
even
hazards.
then must... I know.
Look, see? A pint of mercury.
I'm so rich.
Yeah.
I can drink gold.
Yeah.
They used to drink...
No, it must be good for you.
It's oil.
Yeah, it must be good for you. It's shiny.
It's very shiny and heavy. Yeah. So Antony is now fighting at this time his Parthian campaign, which is proving costly.
Yeah.
All these wars are always really costly.
Yeah.
He returns to Cleopatra and she bails him out with help in return for various pieces of land. She knows what she's doing.
So she's a great businesswoman.
She's an expander too.
Okay,
she's creating her own empire.
So and she's married no one again or partnered up with no one again from within...
No.
No.
She's
Ptolemaic.
No, she needs the ally of her partner being Roman. You know,
so she's always allied with the big player Rome.
Yeah, she's not stupid.
Right.
She's not stupid.
Yeah.
In 34 BC, so now another 3-4 years later, Cleopatra and Antony publicly declare their twin kids as rulers of Rome's eastern territories.
Really?
Thousands come out to watch the ceremony and catch the glimpse of the newly named Queen of Kings. So she's now the Queen of Kings.
Wow. So she's had twins with Mark
With
Antony.
Mark Antony, yes.
And she hasn't died horribly in
I
childbirth.
know.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
The kids have survived.
Right.
She's survived.
And she's the Queen of Kings
Yeah.
now.
Although, again, like all things back then, did she? Or did they just rip them off some peasant? No,
Right.
they wouldn't, because they don't look like them.
Or
'cause
were they illegitimate other kids of his that he wanted to bring in?
But they've
to
had twins, and he's named them as his heirs.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
She really knew how to flex to be like an icon in public.
Right.
But who do people come out to see like that now?
Right.
I mean, it's Taylor Swift and Bruce Springsteen,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We're gathering to see
Yes.
her. You know,
Right.
it really was Lady Gaga, isn't
Yeah.
it? You don't really get that with
I think
world leaders now.
it's only. No, you don't get that with world.
No, it's
You
just
really
boring.
don't.
They're
You
just
know,
like
you see 'em-
bureaucrats.
Honestly,
Yeah.
when you see like Keir Starmer turn up at a hospital with his missus,
Johnny,
there's no one there.
no one
You
has
know-
got like a 12-foot series of
Yeah.
flags
I
of
was-
Keir Starmer on the back of their
Right.
pickup.
I once did a charity thing with Cherry Blair. You know, it's like 4 photographers, and as she walked past, 2 of them put the cameras down.
No, but she was
Like,
quite.
you know,
She was quite a
right,
publicly
started chatting.
known.
Yes.
You know,
She almost looked
wife
at them
of
like,
a
do you want
prime
a
minister.
photo? You know, they're
Yeah.
like, no, we're all right, love. We're not
Amazing.
worth anything.
absolutely amazing. So now we're at 31B.
Well, the Queen, she could always get a big crowd.
Oh,
out.
always, yeah,
You know,
yeah. Absolutely right, yeah,
Camilla
yeah.
can't. Diana really could.
Oh, but without a
Ironically,
doubt.
and
No,
there's
you're
a,
right.
and
With
there's a-
Diana, people came to
and
court.
there's a
Yeah.
godly name, you know.
Absolutely right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, Diana really
No,
did.
she pulled the crowds in,
Diana
yeah.
did an amazing thing, that she always wore the identical outfit to go to the gym and do private things.
Why?
She always wore a Harvard University sweatshirt or Virgin Atlantic.
Why?
Always. So the photographs were worthless.
Oh, so that no one had a unique photo.
Right.
Yes.
Because she was going to the same place,
and she knew the game.
same day.
And she knew the game.
So they just didn't
So
bother.
could no point in
What's the
photographing.
point? Because every photograph is her going in exactly
That's
that
so
door.
much better than covering your face and all that.
Genius.
Genius.
It's genius.
That is so
I
clever.
think Leonardo DiCaprio has adopted the same thing.
Yeah.
He wears that black cap, that thing, same outfit. So,
Boring photo.
Yeah, but
Can't
unfortunately,
sell it.
yes, but he's in new places.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah,
she did it
she's
in
going to the
place.
same
Yeah,
gym.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we get to 31 BC, another sort of 5 years on, and we're at the Battle of Actium. This is Antony and Cleopatra take 500 ships to fight Octavian's armies.
Well, just to get it in perspective, Gav, Bartholomew Roberts, the pirate we had on a couple of
Yes.
weeks ago,
Yes.
the most successful pirate in a whole career, he took 400.
400.
But that was traders,
yeah,
and that's 18th
and he didn't
century.
have them all together at once.
Yeah,
That's right.
And that's
yeah,
18th, 19th, that's 18th century.
Right,
so
right.
That's much more recent. This is all that time.
That's amazing.
Is someone lying?
Well, I mean, they went to fight Octavian's armies, so he
Right.
had a huge
Okay,
force.
okay.
Many were huge, unwieldy galleys.
No, what I'm saying is all these battles, there weren't that many people in the world back then.
Right, and
So
you
I'm
think
just
everyone's
saying-
people are adding a zero
At a
sometimes?
couple of
Yeah.
zeros. How many died? About 200 at a couple of zeros.
Yeah,
Couple of zeros.
2,000, yeah.
20,000. 20,000.
So-
Make that 20,000.
Octavian, with Agrippa commanding his forces,
Great name.
has 400 ships, smaller ships, but faster and better supplied. Antony's forces are weakened with disease, hunger, and desertions. Cleopatra's presence divides opinion. Some see her as a powerful backer. Others think she's dragging Antony down. Antony's big ships struggle against the nimble Roman boats. But Cleopatra, commanding her own squadron of 60 ships, is
She
positioned.
commanded them herself.
Yes,
Bloomin Legends.
But she's at the back.
You're
She's
right.
at the rear,
I bet, safely.
rear of the action. Yeah, it's pretty legendary. You're right. This is a blooming legendary moment. She's at the battle,
a female, she
commanding
must be
60
the only. I mean,
ships.
we know Joan of Arc, and there's a few sort of. you know,
Yeah.
But a female naval commander
In battle,
in battle, awesome.
proper blooming legend.
Yes.
That is. But then we get to the famous retreat. So at a critical moment, Cleopatra suddenly retreats. She orders her fleet to sail through the battle line and retreat south.
Yeah.
The theories are that she's panicked and bolted, but it was
Back it up, lads.
the-
Christ.
The other theory is, it was. We've just got here. It's taken
We've
us
just got
12
God,
weeks.
not all the way back.
Or at least have a scrap before
Yeah.
we
We've
go.
got to go upstream.
And we ain't got any potatoes left.
Yeah. And the wind's just shifted.
The tide's coming the other way, Cleo.
Fuck.
Think it through.
Oh, no.
God,
We've got to go over the other side. Where? It's about
across the whole
2
battle.
leagues hence. How many left? Gone.
The theories are she's panicked and bolted, or that it was prearranged with Antony as an escape plan because he didn't want her to get hurt.
Yeah.
Or she just sees that it's going against them.
Okay, did it go against them?
Yeah, oh yes. Antony sees her flee. He also abandons the fight and follows her with about 40 of his ships, leaving all the rest of his fleet to lose and collapse in chaos. Octavian wins decisively. So now Antony and Cleopatra...
This is the weak success of
Really,
Julius
yeah.
Caesar,
Antony and Cleopatra have to go and regroup in Egypt.
Yeah.
And their credibility is all shattered. The Roman propaganda goes wild, suggesting Cleopatra's corrupted Antony and that she must be killed because it's now an anti-Roman thing as far as they're concerned.
Of course it is. So what happens now?
Well, they're fated.
Sorry, I'm gripped by the story.
I didn't know this bit either.
Okay, so...
Octavian hunts them down the following year. This is now 30 BC. And this is the final Bloomin Legend moment because this is how it supposedly happened. Antony, believing she's already dead, falls on his sword, but messes it up.
Why does he believe she's already dead?
Because he hears, he's been told she's dead.
She's dead already.
Yeah, exactly. But he messes up the self-stabbing and actually ends up dying in her arms. Imagine finding out she's not dead, but you're already...
Okay, I got to say, I'm calling bullshit.
There's a little bit of Romeo and Juliet
it's
here,
gone a bit.
It?
It's really gone a bit.
It's
gone.
a bit.
So
Cleopatra refusing to be paraded in Rome as a trophy.
Wait a second. When does Octavian find them?
Yes, he hunts them down the following year.
Yes.
And this is now 30 BC.
Right.
And it's pretty legendary how the end happens.
Yeah.
But it is their final moment.
So he hunts them down, tells Antony she's already dead.
Right.
Antony says, you can take yourself there.
He tries to kill himself.
He kills himself.
But he cocks it up and he ends up seeing she's alive and
as he's dying,
in her
Octavian
arms.
goes, behold, she's not dead after all.
And then Cleopatra, realising she's going to now be a trophy paraded through the streets, decides to kill herself.
Right.
Legend says she used an asp, a poisonous snake, hidden in a basket of figs.
Yeah.
But it might have been poison.
Yeah.
But with her death, Egypt falls to Rome.
Yeah.
And marks the end of the Pharaoh reign. The
it.
Ptolemaic Greek dynasty is now finished. She was the end of it.
Right.
Absolutely amazing.
A lot of people would argue that the pharaonic age ends with the Greeks anyway, with Alexander who conquered
they call her the last pharaoh of Egypt,
the last pharaoh. There we go.
And that's it. Amazing story.
That's amazing.
Loads I didn't know. First of all, that she was Greek.
So they go and hunt them down. Of course, not a lot of places to hide.
No, and also the amount of gossip.
They're going to get you.
There is no other communication other than gossip.
Yes.
People on horses.
But you're either peasants or very rich.
That's it.
Or maybe they're not going to be able to hide in a market. And also, you got a 90-metre yacht.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you can't. You can't hide it.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah. If you're going to walk around dressed as Isis.
So that's it.
Amazing
she
story.
She drank.
She killed herself.
Yes.
Yeah. She thought that. I'm sure whatever they had in store for her was much worse.
Yes. And where are they buried?
Well, the story over the time was that they are both buried together in a tomb somewhere in Alexandria.
Oh, really?
But they haven't found it.
No
one's found it. Although that'd be quite a good.
That's
quite a good quest for someone, wouldn't it?
Quest, yeah.
Find.
And what happened to the nippers? What happened to the two kids?
Yeah.
What happened to the
kings of Rome?
I tell you now, something dreadful.
Almost.
Yeah.
Literally
almost certainly,
within seconds of Mark Antony's death.
I don't know if
those two kids were dead.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Godfather 1.
I would have said while Octavian is
Vito.
I would have thought while Octavian is having a breakfast grape the next morning. They are dying.
Yeah, they're dying. Absolutely right. Oh, the kids. Don't worry about that one. So Gav, her blooming legendary moments.
Okay, so number one, she could speak 10 languages.
Yes.
That's pretty legendary.
Yeah, and we can dispute that some of them were probably just dialects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a bit similar to that.
She could do accents, maybe.
But you throw Latin in there.
Definitely, yeah. Everyone could speak Latin then, couldn't they?
Yeah, I don't know. But you throw Latin in there.
Weren't all the road signs in Latin?
Yeah, all the road signs in Latin.
Her second blooming legend moment, she seduces Caesar and saves herself and her empire.
Yes.
And then does it again with Mark Antony.
Yeah.
And commands her own navy.
Yeah.
I mean, she's done everything.
Yeah.
She's a Renaissance.
She's a Renaissance
Pharaoh.
I mean, you seduce, the most powerful man on earth, but then you do it again.
Amazing.
That's quite something.
Absolutely amazing. Legendary.
I tell you, that's like, weirdly, it's like Jackie Kennedy.
It is.
It is. It's exactly like Jackie Kennedy.
It's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. She's with the most powerful man on earth.
Yeah.
He's assassinated.
Yes.
So she goes just inside with a Greek.
the richest man in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, but it's still quite.
And also, he's got his own navy.
he's got his own navy. He's got the biggest fleet on earth.
He has.
Yes, he has the
absolutely.
biggest fleet. In fact, it's unbelievable.
It's the same story.
Oh, history repeats the same conceits.
He was a Greek emperor of sorts.
Yes, he was.
He
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Cleopatra,
Bloomin' Legend.
Bloomin' Legend.